course, it's like when you have something all the time, you don't really appreciate it. It took my arrival in America, actually, to really discover how important he had been, number one, to my upbringing and my training, and number two, how much I actually liked his ballets.
August Bournonville, of course, was the great 19th century choreographer who gave the Royal Danish Ballet its unique style and repertory, just as George Balanchine is doing in our time with the New York City Ballet. Bournonville created dozens of ballets that imprinted his dancers with a distinct look and a way of moving. About 10 of Bournonville's ballets have survived, and they're very much alive today. Mr. Benson himself pointed out to me one of the reasons for this. He said, "Do you know why Bournonville is so great?" His answer was simply, "It's because he entertains with steps."
I can tell when I look at Bournonville ballets, however, that he had great admiration for women. And the way you can see that is by, if you look careful in his choreography, you can always tell that even though the man is very prominently there, you can always tell that it is always gesture towards the woman. I think he probably worshipped women and admired men, if you will. One of the reasons I would imagine that Bournonville male dancing became so prominent is, number one, he was a good dancer himself, and he choreographed partly for himself. I would probably say that he was or is the most liberated of all choreographers. Men never stood in the back and did nothing, and neither did women. It was equal time, equal opportunity.
I got my training at the Royal Danish Ballet School in Copenhagen. Our school is in the Royal Theatre on Kongens Nytorv, the King's Square. Under that one roof, there are productions of drama, opera, and ballet. As children, we often appeared in these performances. Some of our first experiences on stage came in children's roles in the Bournonville ballets. Every day, in the studios and hallways of the Royal Theatre, we would see portraits and statues of Bournonville, which gave us the feeling it was his theatre.
From age 8 to the age of 12, I had several teachers, but when I turned 12, I graduated into what we all consider the most important class for us. Those are the most important years for a dancer because you have gotten the basics, and then after that is when your body is ready to learn the most. And Stanley Williams became my teacher then and has been ever since.
What was interesting about Bournonville, for instance, his ballets and his choreography was never seen anywhere outside of Denmark. Short before he died, he said, "This is it. Nobody's ever going to see my ballets anywhere." And he thought it would just be forgotten about. But Inge Sand, who was a ballerina at the theater, collected about 10 of us, I think, in 1955 or 56, to go to Ted Schoen's theater in Jacob's Pillar. We brought excerpts from the Conservatory and Napoli, and I think it started a whole thing. Because people would say, "My God, where's this choreography being kept a secret?" And that's got the whole thing going that I think in the year after, the whole Danish ballet was invited to the Metropolitan Opera House.
They'd never seen anything like this, and this was wonderful, and it gave the Danish ballet its international reputation.
Then Mr. Balanchine did see me teach in Denmark when he was there. I think it was 1956. And he would come in the morning and watch me teach the children's class.
Then, of course, the next step that happens is that Stanley Williams arrives in America and starts teaching at the School of American Ballet, which is associated to the New York City Ballet.
I guest taught, I think it was 3 winters in a row, 61, 2, and 3, and then Mr. Balanchine offered me a permanent position at the school here, and I immigrated in 1964. So I've been here, what, 18 years now.
No turn on point.
Stanley Williams had, in his tenure as a teacher, staged a Bournonville excerpt every year at the School of American Ballet's annual workshop. And Balanchine, of course, became familiar with these works, and realizing how many there were and how many different ones there were, he asked Stanley Williams to make it a divertissement and put it on the stage of the New York State Theater. That's how the Bournonville divertissement came to life. I can say to this day, when we do it, the person who never misses a performance is Balanchine. He watches and comments on specific little items about this man's genius. when people approach Bournonville today, they often make one big mistake, I think, and that is to dance him and try to dance him like they did in 1840. Then it will look like 1840.
Everything has changed, you know, and of course I had to approach it with the material I had there. I could not make them dance Bournonville like we did, you know, 50 years ago. It would look ridiculous. Dances look different today. The bodies are better. And the training, of course, has a lot to do with that.
Exactly how.
So you can go right into
No, let's just without music. You do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should have this leg, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have to start with the right leg.
Right leg.
Again. Yakata, da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Good. 7. Yeah, but see, then you have to hold on to it. You lost it.
Too many.
Too many.
I know.
Then you same place again and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Yeah, but you think it's enough? Is that okay? Or you have to run faster, but then that's too much. I think we better stick to this. How do you feel? To run faster? But then you have to do, then you really have to make sure you get on the right leg, you know, because it shouldn't stop, you know, it should go right into the, don't stop. Yes. That's good, so. That was nice. Now stay where you are, stay. There. Oh, there you go. Very good. You see, it's if you miss do one step, it's sort of missing somehow, you know?
Yeah, you have to get it there.
Oh, that was pretty. It was it makes it, yeah.
Each one of these dances in this program, of course, is an excerpt from a ballet, most often a full evening ballet, which would naturally tell a story and which would have elaborate scenery and costumes. Besides the classical dance episodes that we're seeing, these works would also contain folk-style dancing and a whole cast of fascinating characters expressing themselves in mime. Bournonville was a man of great artistic integrity and great taste, and never in any of his choreography do you see him compromise this. You would never see a finish that was deliberately put there to astonish an audience or to get applause. It was always a finish that seemed appropriate to him within the given dance. What to me is important about Bournonville is that he never, ever would go for what you today would call cheap thrills. People believe that Bournonville's choreography is old-fashioned. And I'm not talking about how it is being danced. I'm talking about the choreography itself. It's very modern. Just like good music, you don't talk in terms of good music as being old-fashioned. You know, it's only bad things that becomes old-fashioned, not good things.
If Bournonville ballets are going to last, I think so, because it's, again, truly great choreography, and I think it's going to survive. And also because I think the dancers here now understands it better, and they like it. And then it's up to them to carry it on.
2, and... Wait, yeah, speed up. Okay, yeah. Darci, here, you go what? Yeah, now what? You look, which way you look? Say, la, da, di, da, di, da, di, da. Now, this is where I... Yeah, oh yeah. Don't let go and over. That's it. Yes. You see, if you let go there, then it gets a little... Yeah. 1, 2, and... Ah, there you go. So, yes, did what? What you don't step out. No. Darci, 1, 2, and... Yes. Just hold, not just easy, don't let go. Oh, that was nice, Darci. Okay. Not just do a single. Just hold the leg now. Hold it. Yes. Listen, that was nice.
I'll get it.
Much better. Yeah.
Because I should have a figure at it too.
You will. You will. Just let go. You know what? I think that's enough for today. Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, sweetheart.
I was really nervous for this.